to GLHF, the world's first podcast in video games. Today we are in kind of a fictionalized Shibuya, I think. Because if you look over to my left, that tower looks like Shibuya 109, which is a mall for teenagers.
Well, it's very thin. When you say it's fictionalized, what things that I'm seeing in my view are not in the real Shibuya? Because I'm seeing a lot of good, and I'm curious what of that would be.
I don't know. I just
like
don't know.
The pink trees, the beautiful skybox, the little rabbits running around, the sexy maids.
Yeah, usually.
What can I expect?
When I was there, I didn't see so many of these little rabbits running around.
Okay, just one or two.
Some of them almost look like they have little bobs.
Are those
maybe
the
that's just the
salarymen?
shape of their... Yeah, that's what they are. They're probably going to work.
Those are them? Oh, wow, they're going to work.
They're going to work and then they're going to get wasted after.
Got to get that money. Go sleep on the side of the road.
So we're in another anime girl game, and I know it seems like maybe I have a thing for anime girls because I keep choosing these games. But I swear to you...
Wait, when was the last one?
Well, we did the anime girls throwing snowballs.
Okay, yeah, we did. That's true.
There has to have been another one at some point. But genuinely, It's just when I'm looking, because you know how much I prep for this podcast, I search in a panic
the
morning
all week.
of,
yeah, all right.
For about 15 minutes for a game that we can play that's like very easy to install, and it's just an epidemic. It's just
epigenetics.
It's just an epidemic of anime girl games, dude. The ones that are like free and multiplayer and like easy to install frequently involve anime girls.
Is epidemic, does that have a negative connotation? And if so, would you say it's maybe not the right word for what you're describing?
What should I say?
Oh,
it's a trend.
Wealth? It's a buffet.
Oh yeah, it's a delicious buffet.
It's a treasure trove. Yeah, something more in those lines.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
What's humiliating about today is that we've ended up wearing the same gown, which
it's happened more than once. Planned. Ever since last week, I've been thinking about, because when we played Mario Kart, we were shocked that we both picked the snowman, which we thought was a pretty niche character.
Yeah.
We have some weird overlap because we've done that in a few very specific
I think we
cases.
Both try to pick something unique and that it ends up being the same thing.
Yeah, we're both like trying to be too like cool and unique.
We're just
and
trying
different.
to be too cool. But I'm a cat girl though. Well, you're not a cat girl. You've just got
No, I was a bunny girl until the game reset. Because I figured that's the closest thing to hair clips I could get. But aside from that, I got my likeness pretty close, I feel like.
Yeah, I was trying to go for kind of a goth thing with the black, but I don't think you can't look very goth. But I am tall.
You are tall. You're a tall, non-goth anime lady.
My dreams are true in that way. But yeah, I think as far as me saying fictionalized Shibuya, I'm just assuming that these aren't like the exact businesses that are around it. I don't remember. But I do think like this is probably supposed to be Shibuya Crossing. Because I remember the Shibuya 109 being kind of like off to the side like that. Yeah, that's the big one. Not as big as it seems when you get there in real life.
Are they like fisheye lensing it when they show those top down?
Yeah.
Because there's that famous big and it's like when they're all crossing.
I think there is.
Persona 5.
Yeah, there's a bit of a like they put a wide angle lens on it when you see the big impressive videos of it, so it looks a little bit bigger. But also, I think it's famous because of the amount of people that cross it per day or whatever, and not necessarily the physical size.
Right. I've got a question for you. Okay.
Sure.
I've been thinking about this for maybe 2 straight months, and I keep forgetting to bring it up. What are there any products you really like?
Just anything?
Yeah. Like I was thinking about, you ever use a product and you go, damn, I love,
this would be a great time for an ad segment.
Oh, yeah.
You know what?
Way,
I actually really love.
I should have set something up. I should have set something up. Really? No way. I've got great news. No, so like every time I go to the store, I've got the things that I buy, right?
Yeah.
I've got my my Oikos triple whatever protein yogurt. And I'm just like, thank God this exists. And if that's ever not at the store, I'm like, damn, because that's just a great product. Okay, it's a great product. You know, there's pens that I like. AirPods I think are just a great product. I think they're incredible.
Really?
But I was curious if do you have any? Yeah, I think AirPods are amazing. I'm kind of an Apple shill though. I like Apple shit.
Yeah, I see a lot of AirPod hate because you just lose them. Is what I hear. But
well, that's a skill issue though. Yeah, well, maybe, I don't know. But like, just what a great thing to be able to just have them in your ear and go places. But or the other one, the thing that really reminded me was there's a 42 gram Fairlife protein milk, very specific. And it's like the highest ratio of protein to calorie in anything I found. And I was just like, God, what a great product. And so I kept thinking that.
You really be eating protein.
Well, I eat the amount that you're supposed to eat if you're exercising. I don't know.
Okay.
But what I really am looking for is just efficiency, speed of protein intake, you know. Trying to get it out of the way as fast as I can.
You don't have any.
I'm opening this.
Yeah, let me think about that. You don't have any updates on the Huel situation, do you? You're like waiting for test results.
No, we couldn't send them off because accidentally we ran out of chocolate Huel, and the 3 that I was going to send off were chocolate Huel, and Ashlyn was like, "Oh, I need one. Thank goodness there are these 3 up here in the cupboard." So she took one of the ones, which was fine. I didn't tell her that they were for testing. So now I'm waiting for the next batch, and then I got to go send them off.
I see.
So we're getting there.
It's a long process of science.
It turns out, I mean, I could certainly be faster about it if I like scoured the country for Huel batches, you know, because I need them from different batches. But it's a little too much work. So we're going to just take our time on it. In theory,
yeah, you're just one guy.
If the testing proves that there's not much lead in the Huel, I would put Huel on my list of great products. But TBD. Based on those test results,
to be determined.
Yeah,
I'm trying to look around.
That would take the edge off.
I'm trying to look around the room and
see if there's something
products that I like.
A Celsius. You don't drink caffeine, I guess, that much. Or like, is there a computer mouse or a chair that you really like, or your projector? There's got to be something. Everyone has products.
There's like tech stuff.
Like if something disappeared,
that's like expensive.
Yeah, it could be anything. But I guess. The idea being like, if this thing disappeared, like if they stopped making it, you'd really be upset. There's got to be some stuff.
Yeah, I mean that would be like makeup stuff that I use every day, and then they discontinue it, and I just and then I have to
that's like
do
hyper
something
specific.
Else.
Yeah, it's like finding a therapist. I feel like finding good makeup.
But I do really like. Again, not sponsored. This is going to sound like a sponsor. I really like all the DJI stuff, which I think is illegal now. People keep telling me DJI can't sell in America anymore because it's a Chinese company and it was like banned. There was like some kind of legal proceedings, and I don't know if that's true because for now I think I can still look it up on like Best Buy and like you can buy it. But
there's articles about their drones being banned. So it might just be their drones.
Okay.
But yeah, I have the little DJI like I mean, you have those mics that are great, and I have the little like stabilizer camera thing that's great.
Yeah, you have like the gimbal thing. Do you ever actually use that?
Yeah, I feel like not anymore, no. It's because it turns out I don't care if my footage looks kind of bad. So I just have it look bad. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but like I have the Osmo Pocket 3, which is the one where the gimbal is integrated into the camera, and it's just really cool, and the footage looks really good. And I have
I did see that,
microphones. So
I do feel like that would be a goated, like I'm going out and about and I want to film some stuff.
Yeah, well, I filmed my oh my god, GDC video.
GDC, yeah.
I forgot the name of the conference already. Yeah. I filmed the GDC video with that thing. So not Spawn. DJI, if you want to send me free stuff, I mean, I'm down, but
I'm fishing for sponsors. That's why we're doing this segment.
Right.
Because I'm gonna go send some emails after this, and we're gonna get some good stuff. What about like reusable? There's got to be like a snack. I guess like, you know, your daily. I guess not coffee
What
anymore.
the hell
though,
do
huh?
I eat?
Yeah.
I don't know anything today,
pizza
guys.
rolls?
I'm a little bit sleepy.
That's all right.
Pizza rolls I haven't had in months, dude. I
That's
haven't had
horrible.
pizza rolls in months because they don't sell the
or is it
cheese
horrible?
ones. I think I've actually complained about this before on this very
Wait,
pod.
So this is the one. You're answering the question. They stopped selling the cheese pizza rolls.
You know what? Yeah.
That's it.
Cheese pizza roll. It's just like the cheese flavor still exists, but in my local grocery stores, they don't have it. They only have ones with meat.
Ugh, I hate when it's a local grocery store problem because then you're like, I could go to Walmart. Walmart would have it, but it's like, well, I don't know what grocery store you're talking about, but I have like my like national stores
Right.
that I go to, and it's like, yeah, they just don't have shit sometimes, and you're like, couldn't you just be more like Walmart, please, and get
what
the
the
stuff that I want?
I just actually
But
don't
you gotta.
understand because I'm like, I live in Oregon where it's like there's supposed to be a lot of hippies and like and vegetarians, you know? There's supposed to be a lot
no,
of
but
vegetarians, you would think.
you've got the opposite problem. You guys, you've gone too far to the hippie route such that pizza rolls, period, are no longer
That's so
enjoyed.
true. The
Like,
only
that's-
people
you know
that
what
are
I mean?
eating
They're-
pizza rolls around here
Exactly.
are not
You need, like,
vegetarians.
artisanal. So it's your Venn diagram got screwed up. So you're trying to live in this happy medium where you're like
And let me
trying to
tell
do
you-
good but not have to be weird.
Let me tell you what I'm not gonna do is eat
Tell me.
the generic brand pizza
Hell
bites
no.
or whatever the fuck.
No,
I'm not
the
doing
pizzas
that.
are so good. They're so good. People really underrate.
And it's also totally unfair of me to even say that because I've never even tried the generic ones, but I'm just like,
You don't
there's
need
no
to.
way it tastes like the Totino's. There's no way.
You can't envision a world where they could taste as good as a Totino's pizza roll.
No.
They just taste so good.
I've been eating Totino's cheese pizza rolls for what? 20 years? Longer.
They're still good.
Since
They're
I was
still good.
like, since I can remember. 25 years?
It's actually so funny.
And I still love them. And I did get a bag like a couple months ago because I found it somewhere. I don't even remember. But I was like, thank God they have them. And so for like a couple weeks, I had access to pizza rolls again. And I was like, this shit just still slaps. It's just still awesome.
Is Totino's a publicly traded company? Could you invest in Totino's, given that their track record is so good? It's probably like owned by Pillsbury or something, I guess.
Can
So
I get
not
some
so
free
cool.
PR from Totino's, please? I don't even need a sponsorship. Just
Wait,
like
you
send
want
me...
PR from Totino's? You want them to promote you?
No, I want them to send
be
me
sick.
PR like to my, like, you get mailed PR from brands. It means they're just like sending you products.
I bet we could get you some free Totino's.
And they would
Probably
send me.
someone in the audience.
I need them to send me like huge boxes with like ice packs in it, obviously, because it's frozen. Like I
Obviously.
need a refrigerated truck to pull up in front of my house with like boxes of frozen pizza rolls.
Okay, here's what you could do. How many bags of cheese Totino's pizza rolls would you buy from your local grocery store if they stocked them?
I mean, my freezer's not very big, so like 2.
But like, how many a month do you eat? Like 2 a month?
Let me think. There's 50 in a bag.
Because they're not that big. There's 50 in a bag? I thought it was like 10.
Are you thinking
There's
of
50? There are not 50
What are you
pizza rolls
thinking
in a
of?
bag.
Are you thinking of like Hot Pockets that are huge?
No.
Pizza rolls are
Damn,
like
there really are 50.
small. Yeah.
I just felt like they would disappear so fast when I ate them, but maybe I was just really eating them.
I almost ate an entire. Well, wait. Maybe the bags used to be 40, or maybe they are 40. I don't remember. But I almost ate an entire bag of 40 pizza rolls when I was like 7 years old. I remember the night.
And it doesn't even feel like...
Greatest night of my life.
Yeah, it feels like it would just be a positive feeling.
Sitting on the floor.
It wouldn't even be bad.
That's the thing, too. It's never given me gastrointestinal distress to eat a bunch of pizza
None.
rolls.
And the problem is, I think if you stop eating them for too long, then when you restart, you might get gastrointestinal distress. So you gotta hurry up.
Yeah, we gotta solve this problem, Totino's. Contact me.
But basically what I'm saying is, your local grocery store, there's a guy who orders the product. And if you found out who that was, and you said, hey, I'm gonna buy 6 bags of these every month, that might be enough for them to put in an order for like 10 every month.
Or
and
it's
then you
just
could fix
random.
your stock problem.
Sometimes not everything is a logical decision. I might talk to this guy and he's like, oh, I mean, we just didn't think of that. So sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It could be as simple as that. Or
it might be like a totally arbitrary decision that has ruined my life.
You can change the world around you with a little bit of elbow grease.
Be the change
so
you want to see in the world.
Especially when it comes to grocery stores. Because those people work hard and they want to do right by their community.
Damn.
Okay, well, at least we figured out what your product is. It's Totino's cheese pizza rolls.
Yeah, I didn't have a lot of topic ideas for today, guys, but I did have...
Actually,
I wrote down
one more thing on Totino's.
Sure.
If I could. One more thing on Totino's.
Yep.
I did notice, have you ever had those Totino's party pizzas?
No. I've never had a Totino's product other than the pizza rolls, and I don't think I would enjoy it. I don't think that flavor profile belongs on an actual pizza.
It's not the same flavor at all, just for your reference. Not that matters for what I'm about to say, but they have these things called Totino's Party Pizzas, and they're like these little square pizzas. And I had this distinct experience with these pizzas that I remember regularly, like every month or two, whenever I would have one as a kid or a teenager, thinking to myself, this is... like the best tasting food that there is. Like I would eat this pizza and go, this is as good as food can taste. But in my head, it was just like a fact. It was just like, yeah, this is amazing.
That's how I felt about the pizza rolls, objectively.
Dude. But I had one again maybe 5 years ago.
Oh no.
Thought it was awful.
Oh no.
And I don't think the taste actually changed that much. I just think something about me changed.
I had such a similar...
distinctive. That's what I want to hear. That's why I'm asking.
Mine was this. I'm trying to remember if this is the right brand. I think so. It was like the cheapest frozen pizza at the grocery store was the Tony's ones, I think. That's the brand.
Ah. Yeah.
And we would get those all the time, just like a Tony's cheese pizza. Mm-hmm. And when I was a kid, it was delicious.
So
and
good.
I can even... Yep. I can close my eyes and imagine what the Tony's cheese pizza tasted like to me as a kid, and it's still good. But then I tried it again as an adult, like when we were at the grocery store. I was like, oh, let's get a Tony's one because we had that when I was a kid. I remember it being good, and it's like $3 or something. It's like an absurdly cheap frozen pizza. And we went home and made it, and I was like, this is ass. I'm so sorry really to report.
I think frozen pizzas in general, I've struggled with that, like as a problem. I remember mine was the Jack's frozen pizza. You ever have a Jack's frozen pizza?
No.
All right, well, they had these frozen pizzas, and as a kid, I couldn't even remember the taste being amazing. It's the best thing ever. And then you eat them now, and you're like, this is bad. But I kind of feel like that just happened with frozen pizza in general for me. Like, I really struggle to find a store-bought frozen pizza that's like really good. There are ones that are fine, but I don't really know if there's one that's really good. I think the closest I've gotten to one that is actually decent is, have you ever had those Screamin' Sicilian pizzas?
No.
I'm kind of deep in the frozen pizza
this
thing.
Is fine.
I don't know if you can tell.
I'm looking them all up.
So Screamin' Sicilian's pretty good, but you're talking about, these are like $10, $12, $14 frozen pizzas.
Right.
Which is that's getting pretty expensive.
At which point, get it from a restaurant.
Just get a pizza, right? So yeah, I don't know. I've gone through all of the standards, your Tombstones, your DiGiorno's, and they're fine. Your Freschetta's pretty good, but like none of them hit. And I think my conspiracy is that there's no conspiracy, that it actually does basically taste the same as a kid, and we've just grown and we've eaten more things. so we have a better sense of
we're
like
too bougie now.
what good things are.
First of
yeah,
all,
exactly.
whoa, there's a freaking day-night cycle.
Yeah, and like 10
it's
little
night now.
gnomes just came out of that house behind you and started running around.
The little rabbits?
They scattered to the wind, yeah. Well, like 10 of them, though, all came out of the same place. It was weird. They came out of the maid cafe,
Whoa,
actually, as soon as it became night.
This much effort in the game, but $15 after all.
Wait, when you say effort, what do you mean?
Just that they would bother to make a day-night cycle.
Oh, sure. Okay, yeah. There you go. Effort.
But yeah, Austin did pay
that's
$15 for this game because, once again, didn't read the second half of my single sentence message that said you can play the demo in the browser for free.
You didn't say that. Let me go read.
I did say we can play it in the browser.
Oh, you totally did.
And then we get on and you say,
problem,
oh, I bought this on Steam for $15.
If you look at the message that you sent, what's the thing that I'm going to see? So I'm dopamine brain, right? You sent a picture of an anime girl maid. Obviously, I'm beelining
You're
for
just
that.
clicking on it so fast, you're not even reading anything.
This is why I'm the thumbnail king also, is I got good thumbnails, is because that I know how these people think. So I'm like, boom, maid, click, and then I go to it.
Yeah, the lizard brain took over.
Mm-hmm.
You had to click.
The lizard brain's always in control. Two hands on the wheel. All 4 limbs of the lizard brain are hanging on. So.
2 hands on the wheel, 100 miles an hour.
You know it.
To
That's
the
exactly
anime
correct.
maids.
That's right. I saw what I wanted and I said, click, give that to me. So anyway, yeah, I don't actually think everyone always talks about like, oh, they ruined it by changing the recipe and they are trying to save money. And I actually think basically everything probably tastes about, there's exceptions, but tastes about the same as it probably did when we were a kid. And we've just, you grow up and that's why everything always seems worse when you grow up. Because everyone's thought that about everything
just
forever,
experienced too much pizza at this point. We're too bougie. The only, when you were saying like, what's a frozen pizza that's actually good, I do kind of like the bougie ones now. I don't remember the brand, but we used to get these
please find it.
These frozen pizzas that had like, it was like squash and feta cheese and like
whoa okay, you're
ass.
losing me on that. I thought by bougie you just meant higher quality cheese.
It was
not
good though.
Different stuff.
You know what I've realized as an adult?
What did it have on it? Squash
feta
and what?
cheese is good as fuck.
Feta's goated. Well, what about goat cheese?
And goat cheese is good as fuck.
Goat cheese is so good as fuck. But yeah, feta and goat, great. Really just cheese is kind of
But when you're younger,
amazing.
you hear goat cheese and you go, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, you're like, that came out of an animal. I'm not going to eat that. Give me a glass of milk.
I only eat cow cheese.
Yep. Seems because it's normal. You're supposed to.
They might sell less milk if they called it cow milk at the store.
Yeah, they would sell I'm sure that's why they don't call it that.
Imagine if
it's
it
so
said
funny.
cow milk.
Like, I know this is like a stupid meme and it's like whatever, but it is so interesting how, and I'm sure there's like an explanation that I don't understand that someone's going to tell me, but if you sold human milk at the store, you'd be like, these people should go to prison. You can't put human milk. That's disgusting.
I swear I just saw on the internet somewhere that like it is possible to buy breast milk.
I'm sure it is, but like, think about that. It makes way more sense. Like we should, right? In theory.
Well, I don't think you
if
can
you're gonna drink milk.
I don't think you can line human women up in a warehouse and milk them the same way that you can with cows.
You're gonna ask. It's not. You're not just gonna take them. You're gonna be like,
But like the cows, you're like milking them 24/7. I don't think any woman is gonna.
And that's what makes
that.
it cheap enough, I guess. Yeah, is because you can lock them in a little 3-foot by 3-foot cube. Whereas like for human milk, it would have to be like artisanal and like highly expensive. You know what? Let's Google this right now. Can I buy human milk? Yes.
I'm also Googling this, and it looks like you can. It might be like kind of a more complicated process, like a medical thing. Like you can't just get it from a store.
Okay.
But you can do it, which makes sense, I guess. Like if babies need it.
Well, babies, yeah, they need it. The National Institute of Health says that there's no evidence to support human milk being more good for you than cow milk. But okay, yeah. So the answer is basically no. Which again, it's just a little. It's not weird in a market sense, because like you said, you couldn't do it on the scale needed to make it cheap. But it's weird culturally that it sounds
be like diamonds.
So disgusting. Like I can't even imagine.
Because
it is what it is.
I don't think I would be able to help. Like, if you're saying we make this into like a normal food that people consume, like you just have a glass of breast milk.
Yeah, but and then you're laughing. But
I don't think I would be able to help thinking of what human woman this came out of. I think that's the problem.
Ooh, that's a good point. You'd be walking down the street, ladies are walking by you, and you're like looking at them.
I'm a little bit too conscious that this came from a member of my own species that I could like have a conversation with. Which maybe is, maybe this is now calling into question the ethics of drinking regular milk.
Yeah, well, and that's maybe why we don't think about
creature.
it.
Yeah, it's a little more abstracted. That's why I'm saying you couldn't call it cow's milk. I think it would be bad marketing.
Yeah. All right. Well, is what it is.
Okay. Well, we're almost at 30 minutes, and we've talked about frozen pizza and milk so far. So,
yeah.
Would we like to maybe move on to our emails?
Maybe. Let's think about it for a second. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
What is our email address, by the way?
Yes, okay. I'm so sorry, everybody. Literally, I'm going to write this down.
I like that it's not even in
right now.
It's not on the channel. It's not anywhere.
First of all, it is on the channel. It's our email address that's like listed on the channel. If you go to like the contact thing in our bio and do the CAPTCHA thing, it's on there.
Didn't know that.
But okay. I'm going to remind myself to actually just freaking put it in the description because that's where it should be. And
Isn't
people
it
now
cooler
have
if it's a little more exclusive?
You gotta find where it is in the episode.
Yeah, you have to, because it'll weed people out. Because like if we only mention it once every 4 episodes, then you'll have to, on average, listen to 2.7 episodes or something, which means you're really in it. So we're not just getting emails from anyone.
Yeah, it's a bit of an Easter egg, but I'm gonna say it right now. Okay, are you guys ready?
Get your pens.
glhf.pod.show@gmail.com.
Easy to remember. glhf.pod.show. glhfpodcast@pod.show.com. glhf.pod.show.
Yep.
At Gmail.
At podcast.org.
Exactly. We bought it.
So that's what it is. But I have had like people message me being like, I've listened to like multiple full episodes and cannot find the email. So it's a bit of a scavenger hunt for what the email is.
It is. And we used to not have an email and everyone was fine. So.
But I love the emails. I love that people. Okay, what?
I like when we both, because of Discord, we both talk at the same time, and you could tell one of us just gives up, and it's like, okay, fine, go. You can have this one. This is the first podcast after I told you our podcast is featured in my latest video, which will have gone out 3 days ago at the time of this posting.
Oh, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
It's no, it's not up yet. It's not up yet. Well, you're in the future now, but right. I'm saying for us, it's 2 days from now, but for the listeners, it's a few days before.
We're going to have an influx of gamers.
And it's not going to be good. So we need to just be ready to ban quickly and efficiently.
You should have told me that at the beginning before I talked about pizza rolls for 20 minutes straight.
No, because we need to filter people. Because like a lot of people, you don't want them to listen unless they're committed to listening. And we have a strong 10,000 people who are locked in. And we love them.
They're going to come from your like game analysis educational channel and be like, what
pizza rolls,
is this?
Human milk. It's everything you need.
What is this?
This is the content. Welcome to the pod. glhfpodcast@pod.show.com.
I'm glad I wasn't thinking about that because I would have been nervous.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to... We'll probably get like, I don't know, maybe 10 to 20,000 people who will stop in and try it. So it's not going to be crazy. But, everyone say hello and welcome to the new people.
Hello, welcome. I will say, last episode in Mario Kart, bizarrely video game themed, if you actually want a video game episode. There's a lot of video game talk in that one.
Thought about talking more about video games today, but then I thought better of it, because I've been playing them, of course. And,
well, now I'm curious what you've been playing. Are we going to skip it?
The same shit. Yeah, and it's like Kingdom Come and like a bunch of... I've been playing all these games for these nightclubs because I'm almost done with my... Not almost done, but I'm almost done scripting my nightclub video. And I just think video games are so cool. But so then I think about talking about them and I'm like, ugh.
Because didn't you just play Kingdom Come 1 before? So are you doing 2 now?
Yeah, I've been working through 2, which is pretty much better in every single conceivable way, other than it's maybe a little bit too easy. Like it doesn't... Like Kingdom Come 1 starts with like 15 hours of like, you're just in it and you have no skills. Whereas KCD 2, like you can hold your own pretty quick. But it's really just well made. It's really pretty lovely.
Yeah, that's the one that I played for a little bit.
It's very beautiful.
I played a little bit on stream and I didn't get very far before I gave up.
Yeah, it even being quicker than the first one, it's still quite a lengthy kind of like getting settled in before you kind of get to start walking around and looking at the grass.
Yeah, and I think I didn't realize like how it's a continuation of the story of the previous one, so they kept mentioning stuff that I have no idea what they're talking about. So
yeah, I'm very glad I did play the first one because the story is not great, but it's well told mostly. And so it was nice to have context for a lot of that stuff. But yeah, I have well, I don't want to talk about video games. Let's just do emails.
Okay, never mind. This is an easy question from Jessica from our email. Was there a TV show, movie, video game, or other media that you thoroughly enjoyed as a teenager but were embarrassed to tell other people about?
Oh. Ooh, at the time embarrassed? No,
I think so.
I didn't have enough embarrassment. I should have had more.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a good answer for this?
I was wondering about that too, because my first thought was that, like, okay, something that I'm embarrassed about now. But no, she said you were embarrassed. So, like, something that you would have, like, done in secret, I guess. And I don't know if this is a very exciting answer, but I guess I would say Neopets. Because my biggest Neopets era was in high school, and I think at the time I was like, this is a baby game. Because I did play it when I was an actual kid, like elementary school. And then I kind of fell off it for a while, and then I got really back into it in high school. And that was like all I would do after school is go on Neopets.
I think the irony, though, being that most people playing it, like high school, I feel like was the age for a lot of people that I know to play. Or maybe like middle school into high school.
Yeah. Now looking back, I'm like, that actually wasn't weird at all. But I think at the time I felt weird
everyone
about
who was doing it was too embarrassed.
Yeah.
And so nobody knew. But yeah, I don't think I got too much validation, I think, too quickly. Because I was on the internet too much. And so it was like you can always find people to think it's normal. Not that it's not normal, but like there are things you should have been embarrassed about that maybe you weren't. Like I went through. I don't even want to say it because I'm too embarrassed about it now. So I'm not even gonna say it. But we all go through phases. Okay, that's the important thing. But stuff that I was embarrassed about at the time, I don't think so. I didn't really. I'm sure if I sat down with a therapist, they could figure something out. But nothing comes to mind at the moment. Nothing comes to mind.
Yeah, I was definitely on the internet too much. And unfortunately, now I'm one of these adults now that's like, you gotta monitor what your kids are doing. I would have thought that, like, I remember being a teenager, being on the internet and feeling so confident and like, because I pretty much had like access to whatever. I mean, nobody was really watching what I was doing. So I was like in all kinds of chat rooms and stuff. And honestly, by pure luck, didn't really encounter anything too traumatizing, except I saw Lemon Party one time and clicked off really fast.
But I never saw Lemon Party, but it was just a bunch of naked old guys, right? It wasn't like one guy, one jar or something, you know?
It was just a bunch of naked old guys, but I had never seen anything like it. I'll put it that way. It was disturbing to my young mind.
As it should have been, but there wasn't anything unethical about Lemon Party, is what I'm getting at. I don't know that would you say there's anything unethical about One Guy, One Jar, I guess?
See, I don't even know what you're referring and don't want to.
Oh, yeah, best we not talk about it. Let's just move on.
I heard about Two Girls, One Cup and never saw it.
Two Girls, One Cup set the standard for all that stuff.
And then One Guy, One Jar is like a spin-off.
It's a very, very different type of content.
I genuinely don't even want to know. I have avoided seeing Two Girls, One Cup.
All I'll tell you is it does have to do with one guy and one jar.
Yes.
And that's all I'll tell you.
I can assume that is true. But yeah, at the time when I was a teenager on the internet, I would have been like, I know exactly what I'm doing, and like there's nothing wrong with kids on the internet because like nothing bad has happened to me, whatever. Now, as I've grown up, I've realized that was like a lot because of luck and that I just like happened to be into very innocent stuff. But it's terrifying now, and I realize I sound like a lame, strict parent, but it's terrifying now what kids get into on the internet. There's no way. Like I'm gonna be watching my kids like a hawk, dude. It's crazy.
I
literally think I might be one of these people that's like, you just can't get on the internet until you're like a grown up. I mean, it's scary.
There's an argument for it to some extent because, like, kind of, if we think back on when we were on the internet, and we might have talked about this on the show, but like, you can basically trace our political issues right now, and by political I mean just like everything, kind of back to people spending too much time on the internet from like 2006 to 2012.
For sure.
And just going crazy on like 4chan and stuff. And if I found out my kid was like surfing B or whatever, that
oh my god
might be a problem, you know?
That would like break my heart. I would freak out.
But like so the thing is, when you're first doing it, and I understand this impulse, it feels like going to the zoo. You know, it doesn't feel like you are someone who goes on B. Yeah, exactly. You're just like looking at it because it is like, really interesting.
The longer you look at it, it just like happens.
It looks back.
That
it stares back at you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you suddenly realize that it's been you the whole time in the mirror. And that's where it gets really dangerous. And that's knowing how to avoid that. I mean, that's even hard now, knowing that. Like, I have the impulse to be like, I want to go see what's going on B. But I also know that like you can go down these rabbit holes where you start as a voyeur, and then very quickly your worldview gets a little warped in a way you didn't even realize. Like you're ironically saying things like
you are what you eat,
looks maxing, and then suddenly, oops, you got a hammer. So
suddenly you're
that was another video actually.
Jaw implants.
Yeah. So you got to be careful. It's that, and that's you. Let's back up for a second. You really are what you be eating. That really is like, that's another one of those, look, a little cute gal.
Oh my god, that
us.
scared me. Who are you? Ruru?
I saw her run up behind you, so I got to know.
That's scary.
What was going on there? She's just jumping around.
There's not a chat in this,
She's just going on an adventure.
She can't communicate with us. That's so scary.
Wow. Well, you can in sort of a
imagine it was a listener somehow.
That'd be awesome.
There's no way.
Jump up and down. Look, we're all jumping.
Hey!
We're just doing the pod. What's up, Ruru?
We can't explain what we're doing. We're just going to be standing here not playing the game. So I hope they don't want to play.
Statistically, there's not a horrible chance that they know who one of us is. How do we see it?
I don't know. I see a dot above. Okay, yeah. Let's hope that's not a problem. Wow, so there's just like one lobby in this whole game.
That's the best way to do it. It bummed me out so much when I played WoW for 1 month because that's how long the free trial lasts, and I realized that there were servers. I thought that was so lame. I was like, it should be everyone.
Oh, that not everybody.
In one place.
Yeah, I think there's technological.
It's just not possible.
and practical problems with that, because you have too many people, the game doesn't work anymore.
Oh yeah, it would ruin the game for sure. It wouldn't be any fun.
But I did think it was disappointing how, so I was a big Guild Wars player. I played Guild Wars 1 and 2 for many years.
Classic.
I mean, through college, I was playing Guild Wars 2 a little bit anyway.
Played a little of 2, yeah. It was good. It was a really good MMO.
It was good. It was fun. But I just remember the way that they advertised it is like, maybe they don't do this anymore. For a while, a lot of games were trying to be like, this is an open world MMO where like your actions affect the world for everybody. So that was a thing in Guild Wars 2, is like when they were advertising it, they were like, you're going to be able to have like wars in the game and like hold territory, and like that will be the case for everybody. So it's like
Which
real
is such a cool idea.
Living world. It is a cool idea, and they made it sound really cool in the trailers and stuff. And then you actually play the game, and it's like, it's just like an event that happens like every 20 minutes in the game, is you can be like, go capture that base, and then you capture the base. And then 20 minutes later, there's another event that says, go capture the other base, and it just goes back and forth all day long.
It does feel like the older I get, and this is just like a lesson everybody learns eventually, it's like, anytime there's like marketing for a game and they say a bunch of cool stuff or whatever,
the marketing is never real.
The marketing should always just be, hey, this is going to be a good game, because that's just always what it is. Like Cyberpunk, Guild Wars, whatever, they should just go, we're going to make a really fun video game. But they always try to promise the world, you know. And I guess that's how games move forward, so fair enough. But
like Peter Molyneux with that little kid in your Xbox.
Oh, that little freak, that little Milo boy. My little boy in my box, you know?
Whoa!
You like that? That's where it came from, probably.
My little boy in my box. That's so good. Why didn't they use that?
Have you done you did a Connect video, right?
I did a whole segment about Milo.
So good.
And
I love video games.
I think Peter Molyneux, from what I understand, is the ultimate example of this type of marketing we're talking about, where he made everything sound like fantastical to the point of being just impossible with any current technology.
He was Black and White also, right?
Black and White and Fable.
And then who was the other one? Is the guy who did Heavy Rain and stuff? Who's that guy? You remember those games, like Heavy Rain and Detroit Become Human and stuff? You know about them? You'd probably have a field day with those games, frankly. Heavy Rain's newer. David Cage, that's his name.
Okay. I search for Heavy Rain game, and one of the first things that comes up is a Reddit thread that says Heavy Rain is one of the worst games you will ever play.
It's really good, though. It's the one. Have you ever seen the meme of the guy going, Jason? Jason?
No.
Because there's a scene where your child gets kidnapped and you have to walk through the mall hitting a button to scream his name to try and find him.
Right. Classic.
Yeah.
Wait, did you ever run and hide from your parents in a store? Because I was doing that.
Ooh, how seriously are we talking? Did I go inside the little circular clothing racks? For sure.
Dude, that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did.
Yeah, that's where you go, is you hide in them and you think they can't see you, but they're taller than the racks. So.
Usually my mom would find me, but there was one time I actually was so committed to it and I was so quiet and like refused to come out even when she was like visibly worried. And it got to the point where I think it was at a Walmart. And it got to the point where she like went to the front and like had them make an announcement to find me and like described what I was wearing and stuff. And I just like walked up to the front and was like, oh, here I am. I was just pranking you. Ha ha.
I honestly, I'm not sure that I ever called. Like, I think I always, because it's kind of a game of chicken, like who's going to give up first. Yeah. I think I always gave up first. I think my mom just was like shopping, and then eventually I'd be like, all right. It wasn't about hiding from her. It was just about having fun sneaking around, I guess.
Yeah, in the clothing racks or at like Walmart or whatever, where they have the really huge things of toilet paper and you could like make a fort out of them and climb behind them on the shelf.
I never did that. But I've seen those TikToks of people sleeping inside Walmart overnight.
Yeah, people do that for the 24-hour Walmart challenge on YouTube, as we know.
It's crazy how much stuff you could just do if you have the gumption.
Oh, for sure.
It sucks for the Walmart It's like employees. The Scientology thing, right? Does it?
I mean, like, not that they actually give a shit, but they're going to be forced by their management to give a shit. And then they have to...
What do they have to do?
They gotta
Don't you just
go
wake
find
up the next
you and
day?
Kick you out.
Well, they don't know you're in there. Isn't the whole point that you're so hidden?
Yeah, but the trend got popular enough that, like, it became a problem, and Walmart had to, like, take measures to, implement some policies to make employees be checking behind the fucking toilet paper to make sure there wasn't anybody making a TikTok back there.
Mm-hmm. Look, they were fun videos while they lasted.
Honestly. That's the kind of shit that I would have thought was so fun as a kid.
Forts.
Somebody's always got to ruin it.
Tragedy of the Commons.
Remember what else? What is that?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Keep going.
You love to just shout something out that I don't know what you're talking about and move on.
Well, but sometimes you do know, because sometimes we have brain blast synchronicity.
Yeah.
And then that's why we don't do emails, is because we have enough of those, and then it goes for 20 minutes anytime they connect.
Okay, we've got about 10 minutes left to try to do another...
Let's go. Emails.
Okay, I did want to mention... This was a long email, so I'm not going to be able to, like, read the whole thing. Oh, shit, where did it go? I closed it.
We'll get it back.
Do you have any thoughts about maid cafes while I find this?
I actually really, really, really don't like things like that. I joke at the beginning of, like, oh, a cute, sexy maid, but it's anything... where I'm put into a situation. I think we've talked about this. I don't like having to participate in stuff.
Yeah.
Like turning with the experience into whatever. It's horrible. Like absolutely disastrous. Renaissance fairs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I can't really do them. So maid cafes would qualify. I don't like people doing acting within like 20 feet of me. It freaks me out. Unless there's a clear divide between audience and
I was gonna say
performer.
It's different if you're like watching a play versus like a maid cafe. The maids are like putting on this like super cute personality as a ruse to like get you to spend money, and like you're supposed to be attracted to them, which is just a really uncomfortable situation. So there's a difference between like where there's a clear boundary and like somebody's kind of trying to fool you or get you to participate, like get you to buy into something in real life.
Not good.
Yeah.
It's like you ever go to like a concert where it's like everybody sit on the ground and we'll just all be in the same space and I'm just going to play and we're going to be chill and all one.
You don't even
group.
like that?
Hate it. It actively like activates my nervous system.
Weird.
Into fight or flight.
That's a little different to me.
I need like you're on stage, I'm in the audience, I clap, you sing, I dance, you shout, we have our roles and we do it. That's what I learned from growing up Catholic, is like, you have the congregation, the foolish peasants, and then you have the guy who gets to talk to God, and we have the way we participate, and that's the way it's supposed to be. I don't like community stuff.
Don't you
it freaks me out.
Don't you like sing, or I don't know what you do in Catholic church.
I'm not saying I like to be the. Well, okay, they do have
don't you like do
bits
things
of Catholic
together?
Church. Yeah, but it's always very reluctant. It's like murmuring. It's not like a Baptist church where you're like singing.
Oh.
It's like everyone's you're kind of like doing it under your breath, and everyone's kind of like looking down at the ground, like, "Oh, peace be with you." Okay, yes. At least where I'm from, it's
so
like
you don't do hymns.
You do it. No, you do hymns. You just sing them kind of down to your feet, and sort of like you let the choir take it, and then everyone kind of just like murmurs.
Okay. I've only been to church a couple times with like my great grandma, because she would
Catholic?
go. No, I don't know what she was. I don't know anything about Christianity, I'll be real. But
okay, well,
mostly I was trying to play my Game Boy behind the Bible I was holding.
Yeah, that's a big part of Catholic Church as well. Yeah, that's an important part.
And
it's
then
like
when
you
they
try
would
to
all
do stuff more fun than church.
there would be times when everybody would stand up and sing hymns together. And of course, I don't know the melody or any of the words. And so I'm just kind of like, like trying to copy
try to, like,
people.
catch on.
I'm like looking left and right, trying to copy what everybody else is doing.
Yep.
Same thing with...
And that's what everyone's doing, which is why it's always so murmury and weird.
Yeah, that's why it sounds fucking horrible.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even think there was a choir. I think it was just audience singing.
Mm-hmm. You can hear all their feet kind of moving.
Everybody's in a different key, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But same situation in... have I ever mentioned how I was a ensemble member in a production of Annie when I was very young?
Were you? I dressed up as Annie recently. Didn't we talk about that? You didn't mention this then.
What? When did you dress up as Annie?
For last Halloween.
I don't remember this.
I swear to God, I sent you this picture, and we talked about it on the pod. I was little orphan Annie, a little red dress and a little wig.
I don't remember this.
All right, well, now we're talking about it, but I need to hear, what did you play in Annie?
Nobody. I was like one of the orphans, but I don't think I had a name.
Tell me a memory from Annie.
But I was very young, sometime in elementary school. I don't even know. I might have been like 6 years old or something. And there was like some form of choreography for some of it. And there was a tap dancing portion in one of the songs where all the orphans were tap dancing. And I remember the director literally being shoes? Like, I think there were probably only like 1 or 2 kids in the production that could actually tap dance. But we all had our little tap dancing shoes on, and I remember the director being like, and like trying to show us the steps to the tap dance, but being like, if you can't do it, just kind of stomp around. And so that's what we were all doing.
It starts and it just sounds like machine gun fire, just like a war.
A cacophony of stomping in tap shoes, which was very fun as a little kid to have these loud ass metal shoes.
You can go to like you can go to like a middle school musical just as an adult. You can just go and pay and see it and have that same experience.
And I did think when I was a kid in musicals, which was only exactly twice, it was that production of Annie, and then I was in Beauty and the Beast in middle school, and that was it. Because I wasn't really a theater kid. I just like tried it out 2 times.
Yeah.
But when I was in those shows, it felt extremely serious. And I remember, and I was just a chorus member or whatever for both of those. But I remember telling my mom when I was in Beauty and the Beast, when the actual show was coming up and they were going to come see it, I was like, this is not just a normal like middle school performance. I was like,
that's exactly right.
This is like Broadway level production.
Yeah. We're like actually really good.
There's like big set pieces and like it's serious. Mm-hmm.
That's how every theater kid is supposed to think about every show. Like that's part of the culture, which is why they're so weird when you take them out of that environment, but it does help make better plays and musicals.
Meanwhile, during Be Our Guest, when all the chorus members were just silverware, I was going up to a pile of cardboard spoons and forks with little straps on them.
Broadway level.
And I was like, That's exactly right. This is a production.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think we did have like
costumes.
I think we had like a set piece that was technically like being pulled on chains from the ceiling or something like that. And so I was like, this is beyond like a fucking kid's play. Like this is real.
If only we could splice in a clip of it so we could know.
I know.
Exactly what
Can
was
you imagine?
Not happening. Oh, well.
I did have a solo. I was a chorus member, but I had a solo in the first song where Belle's like walking through town.
You think it exists somewhere?
Footage of it? Probably not. I don't.
Nowhere on any computer, any
I would
video
guess
camera,
not.
Anywhere on planet Earth.
I don't know. I mean, because it was kind of before. Well, it was definitely before everybody had smartphones and could just film something. So somebody's parent would have had to have like a camcorder out, but maybe.
Well, if it ever turns up, too bad. If we could No, we don't. Could you say the name of your middle school on the show?
I think I won't, unfortunately.
All right, that's fine. Anyway, you want to do emails?
Yes, okay. I wanted to mention this email from Oliver, or maybe you just like to be called Ollie because that's what you signed it with. But they went to this town in the UK somewhere. Sorry, I'm speed reading because it's a long email. But there's a village called Clovelly. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like a historic museum village that you can walk through. They sent us some pictures. But the reason that they thought we'd be interested is because they sent this picture about these two guys from this town that went gold prospecting in Australia and then ended up, I think, trying to come back from Australia with their gold because they were successful. Congrats to them in getting a bunch of gold on a ship called the General Grant. And it crashed. And
shipwreck story.
And this is like very similar time period to that whole shipwreck near New Zealand that we talked about before, which was the Strathmore. So they were wondering if it could have been the same ship, because even I was reading it and I was like, oh my God, is it the same? But it's not, because the Strathmore, first of all, was coming, I think, from the UK to New Zealand, and this was like leaving out of Melbourne to go back to the UK or something like that. But so ships around the end of the 1800s were just crashing constantly around Australia, New Zealand, apparently, because a similar thing happened. This ship crashed, and a bunch of the people died. Some of the people got away on boats and ended up living on one of these little deserted islands, eating seabirds, until they were rescued by a whaling ship. Again, that's the same thing that happened to the Strathmore. They ended up being rescued by a whaling ship. So I was like, oh my God, is it the same? That would have been crazy.
So there must have just been whaling ships all over, because I guess whale oil was really important. But what does this have to do with Clovelly?
I think that there's information about these guys at the town because they were from there. So they were just from this little UK town, and they went and got a bunch of gold in Australia, I guess. And I think they survived in the end.
Still have shipwrecks? Like proper shipwrecks? Probably not as much anymore, like a deserted island, because
I'm sure we were looking this up last time, but yeah, I'm sure it happens much less. Because first of all, people aren't using ships as transport very often, other than like going on a cruise, which I'm sure there would be a lot of geo-tracking of where the cruise is.
Yeah.
But being on a ship used to be like a common, like that's how you would get somewhere else in the world. Just go on
a ship
on the ocean.
There's a ship called the what is it called? The Queen Mary, that is like a Titanic-esque, like a modern Titanic-esque kind of ship that sails the Titanic route every couple of years in the time of year of Titanic. And I'm like, maybe I'll do that.
Do they make it look like the Titanic?
They'd
make like so much money if they made the inside look like it does in the movie.
It would be insanely expensive, and probably not anyone wants to go sailing in the middle of winter. But yeah, just like, I mean, it's a nice looking ship-ish. The Queen Mary 2 is what it's called. And I feel like it would be really interesting to be sailing on the Atlantic Ocean in the middle of like kind of cold weather around that area near the icebergs, and just be in the middle of nowhere. Because I've never been. Have you ever been in the middle of nowhere? Like look out, see nothing?
Well, I did go on a cruise when I was a kid one time, which I think I've actually talked about at length, because that's where I won my karaoke contest. But so I remember, like you could go up on the deck and look around, and I remember like being in the middle of the ocean where you actually like can't see any land around you.
And was it like whoa, or did you not really care at that age?
It is kind of like whoa. I mean, I remember thinking like, damn, this seems kind of dangerous.
In the sense of like...
it's not really, because cruises are very safe. But
it's certainly safer than,
and I feel like that the same way, crashing. You know, when you go on an international flight, it's the same thing. At some point, you're in the plane and like can only see ocean all around you.
Yeah.
It's a freaky moment, kind of. Just realizing if you crashed, you're just really out there.
Yeah, I'd love to have that experience.
It would be kind of fun.
I think it'd be
as
fun.
long as you live.
And then, well, you probably would.
Would you ever go on a cruise?
I totally would. And I think I would love how weird and, like, gaudy they are.
It's very weird. It's really weird.
Yeah, I think I totally would. We should do a cruise because they just canceled that other guy's cruise. I feel like me and you could host a cruise.
I forgot. I was going to talk about that.
Yeah, well, I would have gone on that cruise.
The Northern Lion cruise.
I don't actually know anything about like him or any of it. All I know is a YouTuber streamer was going to have a cruise and then it got canceled. But I feel like we should have gone if it would have been held and just been there on the DL.
I had people messaging me telling me I should go because I watched Squeaks and Squeaks was going to go. And so people were messaging me.
You probably could have got VIP
because
treatment.
They knew that being like, you should figure out how to join this cruise. But it was just a really funny situation because they announced it and then canceled it like 48 hours later.
Are they going to like redo it?
No.
Or is honestly, it like we actually just did not think this through at all?
No, I don't think... Genuinely, I think they canceled it mainly because they got clowned on so hard for even doing it.
Why? You can host a cruise. That'd be fun.
Yeah, but I think... Again, I don't really like watch Northern Lion, but I understand that his audience is mainly like he's like a chill streamer that's like not... It doesn't seem like the type of person that would do this. He's not like a... I don't know who's a big streamer that does events and stuff. I don't watch any of these people. He's not like a Kai Cenat or like one of these huge people that's like this doing events all the time or like a big meetups. Like,
but isn't that who you'd want to chill with on a cruise ship?
I don't know. I mean, people bought tickets. The tickets were like literally $2,000, which if you
according to Quora, it cost $10 million to charter a cruise ship fully staffed.
They didn't charter the whole thing. That was not the situation. It was just tacked on to a regular cruise that was already going to happen.
Wait, so they were just basically going to take a cruise and other people could also take the cruise?
Basically, yes. I imagine that they would have had... like rooms blocked out like you do for a wedding, but it was like drastically more expensive. It was like 3 times more expensive as just getting a regular room on that same cruise. And the only thing that was added basically is that then you have access to the events that they were doing. Like they were going to do a couple different shows and like a Q&A and a meet and greet or something. And that was like all that you were getting that was different from just going on the cruise yourself. So there would just be like a weird like gamer section of the cruise where all the streamers were. As there should.
So this is feeling much more realistic than I expected. So you're saying we could basically host an event on a cruise for relatively affordably.
I mean, it sounds like they would have made a shit ton of money with how expensive they were making it.
Yeah, it sounds like we could make a shit ton of money. I also saw, Linus Tech Tips.
I know who he is, yeah.
They recently put out a video. It looked like that he purchased a jet, like a private jet, but tried to make it seem like it was like super affordable and like super chill that he bought a jet.
Yes, I watched some of that video because I think somebody linked it to us for a podcast topic or something.
Yeah.
And it was a strange video because it just like... It was boring unless you like care about the specs of this jet that he bought because he was really meticulously going through all the features and stuff.
I just thought it was interesting because if I was extremely wealthy, I would think about buying a plane. I don't think I would buy a private jet just because it's a pain to fly them, but like it wouldn't be crazy for me to think about buying a plane.
Sure.
And I just think it's what was weird is he bought a plane and instead of being like, I am rich, so I bought a plane because I wanted a fucking private jet because it's sick. He was like, it seemed like he was like, well, actually, this is like way more affordable than you thought. And, I'm just like a regular guy, so it's weird for me. And I'm like there was
a
he's trying to make
practical reason.
Yeah, basically, he's trying to like super justify it.
Because that's what I was trying to find in the video. I was skipping around trying to figure out like where does he explain why the fuck he did this, and I couldn't find it.
it seemed very clear that he bought it because it is sick to fly in a private jet. Probably like it's really really awesome. It's way better than flying.
So he like owns it,
commercially.
but then I assume he'll have to hire a pilot to fly it, right?
I would say almost certainly, very quickly, he's going to realize it's way more expensive to have a private jet than he thought. Because the cost of buying it is really, it's something like $200,000 a year if you're flying it for whatever 100 hours or something, if not more.
Well, yeah, nobody
really
actually fully buys a private jet, right? You just like hire one out when you need it.
No, a lot of people do. If you're really rich, you do, because like there is the function of a private jet for people who are really, really, really rich is when you're making so much money that like the time you save is just worth a lot. Like being able to not wait in an airport for 4 hours every time on either, for a trip, or like being able to board whenever you want. Like you save time, and like that's why people do it. But you have to be so rich for the cost of it to make sense, because I honestly haven't looked up the numbers in a while, but my guess is it would be something like $40,000 per hour as far as operating it. No, I bet it's more like 10 to 20 grand. I don't know. I have to look those numbers up, but it's really expensive per hour of flying it. So you have to be pretty astonishingly rich. There's basically no justification for it beyond it's fun and I want to do it because it's fun and I can afford it because I'm really rich.
Right.
So I just think it's weird to try and pretend to seem like you're not that rich, but then also you bought a private jet. It's kind of weird, but sick to buy a private jet.
Yeah.
I would love that. That'd be great.
If there's any point in your career to start being humble and like acknowledging your privilege and your richness,
it's
I
right
would say it's right around
jet.
when you're buying a private jet.
It's about the time.
That would be the time, yeah.
Yeah. I thought he came across as a real everyman, but like I get the impulse, because he probably is just like he feels like a regular guy. He probably is a regular guy. And so you want to be like, I'm a regular guy. But I
mean, the richer you get, the more normal it does seem to you. Like, that's why people get out of touch, is because you just get used to living like that.
100%.
And in order to feel like not an asshole, you kind of have to justify it to yourself that this is actually more normal than it is.
Yeah, I don't know why it's so hard for people just to be like, this is really not normal and I'm really rich and that's why I get to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's such a hard thing to say.
I appreciate the people that do that. Like, I think, like Hank Green is always saying that when he's like explaining something that he did. He's like, well, I'm rich, so this was easy for me, but it's not the same for everybody.
And I love when people do that. Yeah. You're just like, be honest. Be like, look how rich I am. It's crazy. Like, it's wild.
Because I think,
and I feel like that's more relatable than trying to be all down to earth. I think somehow
people are thinking that you kind of want to keep it under wraps because people are going to be more mad at you if they know how rich you are. But I think that's not actually true. I think that's a fallacy. I think as long as you acknowledge it, it's actually going to be a lower percentage of people that think you're an asshole.
Yeah. I mean, there's always going to be people, but I just thought it was funny. I think it's cool to be a gamer who gets to have a private jet. I wish that could be me.
No, the video is really strange. I didn't watch the whole thing because it's so long, but I was just like skipping around it, and it's just him like explaining all the details of this plane, and then he's got some other guy with him that is literally just going like, oh, wow. It's like it just comes off. It just comes off like he's just like bragging about the plane and simultaneously trying to explain how it's actually affordable and it's actually not a crazy thing to do. And this other guy just like, he barely says anything except like, wow, okay, the whole time.
How much is it, do you think, to charter a private jet? I would love to fly in a private jet one day. How much to charter a private jet?
It's like 5 figures. I mean,
okay. For a small one, it's an affordable $3,000 to $4,000 an hour. It's an easy peasy. But that would be like a really small one. If you want like a proper one, it'd be like $6,000 per hour, and you could bring eight people. So still too expensive for me, but maybe someday. I just want to do it once.
Yeah, you need a rich friend that will do it so that you don't have to feel like the asshole paying for it, you know? You need to like be somebody's groupie and get on their private plane to have the experience so that you don't have to take responsibility.
I want it to be mine. I want my private. I chartered this private plane. I am the one who charters, okay?
All right, well, that's a pod.
How many emails did we do?
2. Not bad.
It's crazy how
That's
much.
fine.
What do you mean not bad? We started at the 30-minute mark. Yeah, more than one. I guess that's just the way it goes. How many are in the inbox right now?
There's a decent amount, but I would say the minority of them actually have questions.
Oh, okay, that's kind of
a
weird.
lot of them are more like
kind of
just like fan mail or like comments, which is nice. It's nice to read. Just people like sharing stuff. But
okay.
But yeah, continue to send us questions, guys, either in the emails or the comments. I know we don't get to them that frequently, I'm sorry, but I do appreciate when you leave questions so that we have the option.
I'll be honest.
I do feel like people kind of give up on asking us questions because we never answer them.
Yeah.
It's we can get better lottery, about it. You know, you just got to throw it out there and hope. Wish on a star.
Maybe if we read your question, we send you a private jet, and then it really will be like the lottery.
Yes.
We should reward you for but it has to be a really good question.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I thought you ended the pod like 3 minutes ago.
Oh.
And then you started talking to the audience again, so
Whoops.
I was like, whoa.
Okay, well, Ethan will cut it off.